Hello, my name is Charles Webster Bear, and I'm in Redmond, Oregon, USA. Today is May 1st, 2024, and my websites are globalinternetgovernment.com and depopulationism.com. Now, about an hour ago, I made a list of the greatest bands of all time. And I'm going to tell you all about it. In fact, here's the list. I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to work my way up to number one. Are you ready? Good. Okay. Morrissey, Julian Cope, Captain Beefheart, Blue Oyster Cult, Aretha Franklin, Sex Pistols, Ozzy, Earth, Wind & Fire, Jefferson Starship, Modest Mouse, Moody Blues, James Brown, Yellow, Eagles, Judas Priest, Chicago, Chuck Berry, ELO, Steve Winwood, Cypress Hill, Janis Joplin, Van Morrison, Nirvana, The Cult, Parliament Funkadelic, Fleetwood Mac, Rage Against the Machine, Talking Heads, Paul McCartney, Soundgarden, Yes, Beastie Boys, Neil Young, Madonna, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Black Sabbath, Ghetto Boys, Rush, John Lennon, Eek-A-Mouse, Jane's Addiction, Kinks, ZZ Top, Ramones, Queen, Tupac, Midnight Oil, Fish, Burning Spear, Tom Petty, The Clash, The Beatles, NWA, INXS, Doors, Peter Tosh, Tool, The Who, REM, Screaming Trees, Flaming Lips, Led Zeppelin, Public Enemy, AC/DC, Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley, Grateful Dead, Pink Floyd, and Alice in Chains. Those are the greatest bands of all time. So now I'm going to read the list again, but this time I'm going to read it a little bit slower. Morrissey, Julian Cope, Captain Beefheart, Blue Oyster Cult, Aretha Franklin, Sex Pistols, Ozzy Osbourne, Earth, Wind & Fire, Jefferson Starship, Modest Mouse, Moody Blues, James Brown, Yellow, Eagles, Judas Priest, Chicago, Chuck Berry, ELO, Steve Winwood, Cypress Hill, Janis Joplin, Van Morrison, Nirvana, The Cult, Parliament Funkadelic, Fleetwood Mac, Rage Against the Machine, Talking Heads, Paul McCartney, Soundgarden, Yes, Beastie Boys, Neil Young, Madonna, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Black Sabbath, Ghetto Boys, Rush, John Lennon, Eek-A-Mouse, Jane's Addiction, Kinks, ZZ Top, Ramones, Queen, Tupac, Midnight Oil, Fish, Burning Spear, Tom Petty, The Clash, The Beatles, NWA, INXS, Doors, Peter Tosh, Tool, The Who, REM, Screaming Trees, Flaming Lips, Led Zeppelin, Public Enemy, AC/DC, Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley, Grateful Dead, Pink Floyd, and Alice in Chains. So Alice in Chains is the greatest band of all time, followed by Pink Floyd, which is the second greatest band of all time. followed by Grateful Dead, which is the third greatest band of all time, followed by Bob Marley, which is the fourth greatest band of all time, followed by Jimi Hendrix, which is the fifth greatest band of all time. And then at number 6, we got the Rolling Stones. At number 7, we have AC/DC. At number 8, we have Public Enemy. At 9, we have Led Zeppelin. And at 10, we have the Flaming Lips. And at 11, we have the Screaming Trees. At 12, we have REM. At 13, we have The Who. At 14, we have Tool. At 15, we have Peter Tosh. At 16, we have The Doors. At 17, we have INXS. At 18, we have NWA. At 19, we have the Beatles. At 20, we have The Clash. At 21, we have Tom Petty. At 22, we have Burning Spear. At 23, we have Fish. At 24, we have Midnight Oil. And at 25, we have Tupac. And at 26, we have Queen. And at 27, we have the Ramones. And at 28, we have ZZ Top. And at 29, we have the Kinks. At 30, we have Jane's Addiction. At 31, we have Eek-A-Mouse. At 32, we have John Lennon. At 33, we have Rush. At 34, we have the Ghetto Boys. At 35, we have Black Sabbath. At 36, we have Stevie Ray Vaughan. 37, we have Madonna. At 38, we have Neil Young. At 39, we have the Beastie Boys. At 40, we have Yes. At 41, we have Soundgarden. At 42, we have Paul McCartney. At 43, we have Talking Heads. At 44, we have Rage Against the Machine. At 45, we have Fleetwood Mac. At 46, we have Parliament Funkadelic. At 47, we have The Cult. At 48, we have Nirvana. At 49, we have Van Morrison. At 50, we have Janis Joplin. At 51, we have Cypress Hill. At 52, we have Steve Winwood. At 53, we have ELO. At 54, we have Chuck Berry. At 55, we have Chicago. At 56, we have Judas Priest. At 57, we have the Eagles. At 58, we have Yellow. At 59, we have James Brown. At 60, we have the Moody Blues. At 61, we have Modest Mouse. At 62, we have Jefferson Starship. At 63, we have Earth, Wind, and Fire. At 64, we have Ozzy. 65, we have Sex Pistols. 66, we have Aretha Franklin. 67, we have Blue Oyster Cult. 68, we have Captain Beefheart. 69, we have Julian Cope. And at 70, we have Morrissey. So those are the top 70 bands of all time, according to me, Charles Webster Bear, on May 1st, 2024, in Redmond, Oregon, USA. So I just made that list of the greatest bands of all time. And I'm going to read it again from the top. Number 1, Alice in Chains is the greatest band of all time. Number 2, Pink Floyd is the second greatest band of all time. Number 3, Grateful Dead is the third greatest band of all time. Number 4, Bob Marley is the fourth greatest band of all time. Number 5, Jimi Hendrix is the fifth greatest band of all time. Number 6, Rolling Stones is the sixth greatest band of all time. Number 7, AC/DC is the seventh greatest band of all time. Number 8, Public Enemy is the eighth greatest band of all time. Number 9, Led Zeppelin is the ninth greatest band of all time. Number 10, Flaming Lips is the 10th greatest band of all time. Number 11, Screaming Trees is the 11th greatest band of all time. Number 12, REM is the 12th greatest band of all time. Number 13, The Who is the 13th greatest band of all time. Number 14, Tool is the 14th greatest band of all time. Number 15, Peter Tosh is the 15th greatest band of all time. Number 16, The Doors is the 16th greatest band of all time. Number 17, INXS is the 17th greatest band of all time. Number 18, NWA is the 18th greatest band of all time. Number 19, The Beatles is the 19th greatest band of all time. Number 20, The Clash is the 20th greatest band of all time. Number 21, Tom Petty is the 21st greatest band of all time. Number 22, Burning Spear is the 22nd greatest band of all time. 23, Fish is the 23rd greatest band of all time. 24, Midnight Oil is the 24th greatest band of all time. 25, Tupac is the 25th greatest band of all time. 26, Queen is the 26th greatest band of all time. 27, Ramones are the 27th greatest band of all time. 28, ZZ Top is the 28th greatest band of all time. 29, Kinks are the 29th greatest band of all time. 30, Jane's Addiction is the 30th greatest band of all time. 31, Eek-A-Mouse is the 31st greatest band of all time. 32, John Lennon is the 32nd greatest band of all time. 33, Rush is the 33rd greatest band of all time. 34, Ghetto Boys is the 34th greatest band of all time. 35, Black Sabbath is the 35th greatest band of all time. 36, Stevie Ray Vaughan is the 36th greatest band of all time. 37, Madonna is the 37th greatest band of all time. 38, Neil Young is the 38th greatest band of all time. 39, Beastie Boys are the 39th greatest band of all time. 40, Yes is the 40th greatest band of all time. 41, Soundgarden is the 41st greatest band of all time. 42, Paul McCartney is the 42nd greatest band of all time. 43, Talking Heads is the 43rd greatest band of all time. 44, Rage Against the Machine is the 44th greatest band of all time. 45, Fleetwood Mac is the 45th greatest band of all time. 46, Parliament Funkadelic is the 46th greatest band of all time. 47, The Cult is the 47th greatest band of all time. 48, Nirvana is the 48th greatest band of all time. 49, Van Morrison is the 49th greatest band of all time. 50, Janis Joplin is the 50th greatest band of all time. 51, Cypress Hill is the 51st greatest band of all time. 52, Steve Winwood is the 52nd greatest band of all time. 53, ELO is the 53rd greatest band of all time. 54, Chuck Berry is the 54th greatest band of all time. 55, Chicago is the 55th greatest band of all time. 56, Judas Priest is the 56th greatest band of all time. 57, the Eagles are the 57th greatest band of all time. 58, Yellow is the 58th greatest band of all time. 59, James Brown is the 59th greatest band of all time. 60, Moody Blues is the 60th greatest band of all time. 61, Modest Mouse is the 61st greatest band of all time. 62, Jefferson Starship is the 62nd greatest band of all time. 63, Earth, Wind & Fire is the 63rd greatest band of all time. 64, Ozzy is the 64th greatest band of all time. 65, Sex Pistols are the 65th greatest band of all time. 66, Aretha Franklin is the 66th greatest band of all time. 67, Blue Oyster Cult is the 67th greatest band of all time. 68, Captain Beefheart is the 68th greatest band of all time. 69, Julian Cope is the 69th greatest band of all time. And 70, Morrissey is the 70th greatest band of all time. So, I hope I cleared everything up. I may have left a few bands out. That's okay. But we now have an official list of the greatest bands of all time. And that will forever end the debate. Thankfully. Thank you very much. please leave in the comments section any rankings that you may or may not disagree with, and certainly provide suggestions to who else should be included. Goodbye.